Hello, and welcome back. It is time to do our September plan with me. So today I am going to just quickly go through, set up my goals for the month of September. I just got done completing my August wrap up. So for me, that looks a lot like just going through the goals that I set for the month of August, seeing where I made progress, seeing what goals I achieved and I can kind of check off, seeing where I didn't make as much progress and might want to take those goals and move them forward, and then add anything new that I'm wanting to add for the month of September. So we're going to dive into that, and then I'm also going to share a few tips with you about how I go about planning, how I go about setting up my month, and then of course I use a monthly vision board spread, and that link will be in the description box below for you so that you can have access to that, create your very own yearly and or monthly vision board. Both of those will be included in the link that I have for you. I use the website called Canva.com. It is my favorite. I have paid for the pro version. You don't have to have the pro version, but I have paid for the pro version of it for years, like years and years, like 4 or 5 years at this point. I love it so much. I use it for so many different projects, for my own work, for my vision boards and beyond. So we're going to dive into that and I'm going to share some tips. So let's do it. Okay, and that's it. So my vision board is complete, and I want to quickly go through what I do with my personal goals that might be helpful when you are getting your September or whatever month it might be planned. So the 3 things that I focus on when it comes to the goals or habits that I put on my vision board are they doable? Are they measurable? And are they enjoyable? So that might be something where you may be like, not all goals are going to be enjoyable. Well, they ultimately should be. Maybe the tasks themselves that you're doing right now won't be enjoyable, but maybe the goal or what you're working towards is enjoyable. So there should still be some joy piece to it, I think, because otherwise, why are you working towards it, right? So let's go through that again. Are they doable? So this is something where if you did not see my August wrap up, I shared 3 easy ways that you can be tracking the goals that you are trying to achieve. So I will link that in the description box below, but that is going to be a really helpful way for you to kind of do this. So just in a quick recap, those tips are basically ways that you can track that goal, ways that you know that you're actually going to be able to track that goal, which means, is it doable? So you need to be able to track it in order to know if it's something that is doable. Also, something to keep in mind is we set these goals for a month. So if this is something that's going to take far longer than a month to achieve, then break it down into a smaller, actually doable and achievable goal. So that's the first part. The second part is it measurable? So again, are you going to be able to track it? Are you going to be able to see if you've made progress? Because if at the end of the month, you aren't actually sure if you made progress or not, then the goal isn't going to feel very good. You're not going to be able to say, yes, I did well, or no, I didn't do well. So make sure that it's not just doable, something that you can achieve within that time frame and all of that, but also something that you can measure whether or not you've made progress. That's where my August wrap up video is going to be super helpful in those measurable ways. We've got doable, we've got measurable, and now enjoyable. I am all about making sure that we are enjoying the life that we're getting to live. You can work really hard towards something and still be enjoying it. When did working hard towards something become synonymous with not enjoying it? For me, that shouldn't exist. Working hard towards something, no matter what the goal might be, whether that is doing a workout program or focusing on your nutrition and meal planning and prepping, or if it's something like working towards work goals, you should be having some part of it that you enjoy, that excites you, that makes you want to show up and do the things that it's going to take to actually achieve that goal. So make sure that that's part of the goals that you have. I know for me, whether it's goals or habits, there's always a piece in there that I make sure I'm enjoying the process. Because if you're not enjoying the process, you're so much less likely to actually show up and do the things. And that has been the case for me in the past. When I find goals that month after month after month, I wasn't actually making progress on, I finally had to get honest with myself and say, why am I not actually making progress? And it always came down to the fact that it's because I didn't enjoy it. It was a burden. It was something that was daunting and that I didn't look forward to. So I made changes. A prime example for me personally has been with my Teachers Pay Teachers goal. I have wanted to create resources and utilize that creative bone in my body for a long time, and I haven't. And I finally got down to the bottom of why I wasn't making progress. And it turned out because there was so much stress around the clip art that I was wanting to use, and I didn't want to be wrong or do something wrong. And then it'd be a waste of my time because then I wasn't able to use those resources because I didn't utilize the clip art in the right way. So I figured out, how can I make this easier for myself? How can I make this less stressful? I taught myself how to make clip art. So now I create the clip art so I can use the clip art however I want because it's mine. I created it. So not only did I make it more fun because I like to be creative, I like to use my iPad and to draw things and to do those sorts of things. So I made it more fun by getting to create the clip art myself. But now I've removed the scary, daunting part of it where I wasn't sure if I was going to be using that person's clip art the right way or not. So now I can make resources and not have to worry about a thing. So that was a really, really big thing for me and just a great example that I can use to share with you. So remember, is it doable? Is it measurable? And is it enjoyable? Because if it's not, you're probably way less likely to actually make progress towards that goal. And we're here because we want to make progress towards our goals, right? We're not here just to put things down on paper and then get to the end of the month and feel badly about ourselves because we made no progress. We are here to achieve. We are here to strive and to show up and to make great progress. And that is why I come to you every single month doing this. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope those tips kind of simplified it, but also clarified it so that you feel really good about setting your goals for September. You feel really good about going into this month, achieving these goals, and knowing that you're going to get to the end of the month and be really proud of yourself because of the progress that you made. So thanks so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Also, really quickly, I just want to say happy 1-year anniversary to us here on this channel. I've officially been here 1 full year on YouTube, putting out videos for you to watch and for us to get to know one another. And I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here and for supporting me, especially if you've been one of the OGs that have been here since last September. My very first video I ever posted was a September plan with me. And so it was literally a year ago, and I just feel really blessed and thankful to be here. I have learned a ton over the last year, and as always, if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, I would love to hear them so that I can make sure that I am bringing you content that you actually enjoy. I'm trying to bring more value, more simplicity, more tips that you can take and immediately apply to your own life, your own goals, your own planning, and your own organization, because those are all the things that I love talking about, and those are the things that I like to share about too. So thanks for being here. Thanks for celebrating with me. If you have been around since day 1, make sure to let me know in the comments below. I would love to know who's been here for a long time, or if you haven't been here since day 1, I would love to know how long you have been following along, just because I feel like it's a really big deal, and I just want you to know that you're seen and you are valued and you are so appreciated. So thanks so much. Have the best September, and we will see you in the next video. See ya.